Thinking about going to Canada in the near future? With bustling cities and wondrous national parks, why wouldn't anyone want to take in everything this country has to offer? There is a variety of reasons why people move to Canada. Some hope to find a better paid job and lower costs of living. Others want to experience a new multicultural environment overseas, while there are those that are simply attracted to the beautiful scenery. However, moving to a new country can be very daunting for any traveler. With so much to do before you travel, it can be hard to know where to start. Canada might share a border with the USA, but in many ways, Canada is very different from its neighbor. In this video, we will take a look at 15 important things you need to know before moving to Canada. But before that, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the notifications. So let's get started. 1. Canada is a big country. In fact, Canada is the second largest country in the world, right after Russia. So when you do go to Canada, don't expect to be able to cover most of the country in just a few weeks. Canada is huge, and traveling from one city to the next means traveling long distances. If you only have a limited amount of time, you are better off choosing one or two provinces of Canada and focusing on all the things there are to see there. Also, keep in mind that Canadian cities are very spread out. So when you are booking a hotel or other accommodation that seems to be close to the main sites or a bus or train station, double-check the distances. And yes, a hotel in one of the suburbs might be much cheaper, but keep in mind that those suburbs often feel like a separate city with their own shopping malls, parks, supermarkets, etc. Commuting from there to the main sites can be a pain, and no, you definitely won't be able to walk there like you might have gotten used to in many European cities. Just to emphasize how big Canada really is, the country spans 6 time zones. Canada is made up of 10 provinces and 3 territories, and if you want to see a good chunk of it during your trip, we would recommend renting a car. There are some scenic train routes, or you can go on an organized tour, but in general, a car will get you the furthest. 2. Canada's weather. One of the important things to know before going to Canada is that even if you are visiting Canada in summer, it can get chilly at night in the mountains. And the weather just varies a lot from place to place. The British Columbia coast has milder temperatures in winter, but if you are anywhere else in Canada in winter, expect it to get cold. Bring a warm woolen hat, thick gloves, and a scarf to wrap around your face. Canada's lowest recorded temperature was -81.4 degrees Fahrenheit in 1947. 3. Canada has 2 official languages. A majority of Canadians speak English as their first language, but French, Canada's second official language, is the mother tongue of about 20% of the Canadian population. And with Canada being such a multicultural society, you will find different levels of proficiency in those languages, many different accents, and numerous other languages are spoken. French is the dominant language in the province of Quebec. But the Quebecois twang and slang is a world away from the Parisian French you may have learned in school. 4. Tipping in Canada. Tipping in Canada is similar to tipping in the USA. When you are receiving services from waiters, hairdressers, cab drivers, hotel employees, and others, you are expected to give a tip. Although tipping isn't mandatory, in most cases a tip in the range of 15% to 20% is the standard. 5. Be prepared to have sales tax added to your bills. Canada adds a federal sales tax to all goods and services. And on top of that, most provinces also have their own tax. This means that depending on where you are in Canada, your bill could come with up to about 15% taxes. So when you buy something in a store, the price you see on the label is not the final price. But also expect these taxes to be added to your restaurant bills, hotel bills, etc. Just like Americans, Canadians love their promotions, sales, and special offers. Therefore, always compare prices before you buy. For example, gas prices can vary significantly from station to station, and they change almost daily. 6. Canadians are polite. Canadians have a reputation for being polite. They generally behave very well in public, and anything considered disruptive or offensive is frowned upon. Cutting in line, making a scene, catcalling, loitering, littering, being drunk in public. Just don't do it anywhere, but definitely not in Canada. Canadians are known for their tolerance and are very no-confrontational. To some, they might come across as somewhat reserved, and they will say sorry, even if there is absolutely no need to apologize for anything. 7. You can expect good customer service in Canada. Similar to the USA, Canada is a consumer society, and that does mean that the customer is normally king. Most stores open 7 days a week and close late at night. Restaurants cater to every possible diet, and waiters tend to be friendly and attentive. There are toll-free numbers to talk to customer service representatives, and whatever service you need will usually work just fine. 8. Driving in Canada. Especially when you drive to Canada from the USA, it's good to know that speed limits are different in Canada. So before you start driving, check what the local speed limits are. Like in most countries, mobile phones must be used hands-free when driving. And in Canada, it is also illegal to smoke in a car if you are with a minor. Driving conditions can get extremely hazardous in winter. Make sure you have a charged mobile phone and an emergency kit when you head out in snowy weather. And if your car isn't ready for winter driving, consider renting a car that is better equipped. 9. You will need health insurance. Canada might be well known for its excellent healthcare system, but that's only for Canadians. If you get injured while visiting Canada and don't have adequate health insurance, you can be presented with huge medical bills. So before you travel to Canada, make sure you have travel insurance that covers any medical expenses in Canada. 10. You need a work permit to work in Canada. If you are moving to Canada and you want to work in Canada, you will absolutely need a temporary foreign work permit. It doesn't matter if you have applied for permanent residence unless you already have PR status. You are required to obtain a temporary foreign work permit. If you are caught working without a temporary foreign work permit, you could be deported, and any chance of becoming a permanent resident will be gone. Further, any work you do without a temporary foreign work permit cannot be counted in your favor when applying for permanent residence. Always ensure that you have the correct Canada visa and documentation. 11. Make sure you have the right travel documents. Unless you are a U.S. citizen, you will normally need either a visa or an electronic travel authorization (ETA) to enter Canada. What you need depends on what passport you hold, so make sure to check this long before your travel date. A Canada ETA is mandatory for all visa-free nationals except Americans. You will need to get this before you board your flight to Canada. Getting your ETA is a simple online process through which takes only a few minutes to complete. 12. Emergency information. Hopefully you won't need this, but it's definitely one of the things to know before going to Canada. The phone number for contacting emergency services, including the police, medical services, and firefighters in Canada, is 911. Number 13. Kilometers, Celsius, and liters. Unlike neighboring USA, Canadians use the metric system. Well, in theory. In practice, it's a bit of a mix. Distance and speed you will see posted in kilometers, but if you ask a Canadian how tall he is, he'll answer in feet and inches. And his weight, if he'll tell you, will be in pounds. For the weather, Canadians use Celsius, but when it comes to baking, they tend to switch to Fahrenheit. And if you are driving and need to stop for gas, keep in mind that the prices are per liter, not per gallon. 14. Canada wants immigrants. In November 2020, the Immigration Refugee Council Canada announced its immigration plan for the next 3 years. The Canadian government plans to welcome over 1.2 million immigrants to the country as permanent residents by the end of 2024. This target is nearly 25% up from its previous 3-year plan. The pro-immigrant stance of the Canadian government has a number of reasons. The main reason is to support our growing economy by welcoming skilled and semi-skilled foreign workers to apply for permanent residency in Canada. A Canadian issue is rapidly aging population coupled with a low birth rate, which means population isn't growing at a pace they would like it to. Nearly 18% of the population is retired, and the current birth rate is 1.4 children per woman. 15. Explore Canada's nature. Yes, Canada has cool, modern, and popular cities such as Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. With lots of culture, good food, and plenty of things to do, they make for good destinations but Canada's true beauty is outside of its cities. Because of Canada's size and relatively small population, most of the country is wild and unspoiled. There are huge areas of pristine, unspoiled wilderness waiting to be explored when you go to Canada. Whether it is tramping across a glacier in the Rocky Mountains, hiking through coastal rainforests on Vancouver Island, or canoeing through Ontario's lakes, Canada's great outdoors can't be missed. If you love outdoor sports such as hiking, camping, canoeing, skiing, fishing, bird watching, etc., you will be in your element in Canada. Canada has so many national parks that offer great activities and incredible views. So at least try to fit in one or two of them when traveling to Canada. Some of our honorable mentions are obsessed with ice hockey. Known simply as hockey over there, no other type of hockey matters. The sport is basically a religion in Canada. Maple syrup. Canadians are mad for maple syrup. That sweet, sugary goo can be found in nearly every kitchen across the country. Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons is an institution in Canada, and you simply can't miss it. That is because it's everywhere. Nearly every town in Canada, no matter how small, has a Tim Hortons. It's a coffee, sandwich, and donut shop chain named after a hockey player. And there you have it, 15 useful things to know before traveling to Canada. So are you planning to travel Canada? Tell me in the comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and click the bell icon for notifications. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.